This is Esmeralda Olamendi reporting with KSBR Sports. I'm here with New York Jets quarterback and USC alumni Mark Sanchez. Mark, thank you for taking your time to speak with us today.
Absolutely.
Being raised in Orange County, what sports teams did you follow?
Well, we didn't have any teams in LA, but I kind of watched different players growing up, and one of my favorites of all time was Carson Palmer. Another favorite was LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, and I've had the pleasure of actually playing with him these last couple of years, so that's been pretty cool. But I didn't really have a team, so to speak, because we didn't really have anybody here.
Well, watching them, would you say that they contributed to your style of play?
I think so. I always saw Carson as an athletic quarterback when he needed to be. He's more of a pocket passer. He's a big, tall, strong guy, can throw the ball a mile, but at times he used his legs to get out of trouble and then pick up a first down here or there and stuff and just keep the drive going, keep his team alive. He had played with a lot of emotion and got guys around him very excited, which was fun for me to watch. So it contributed to my leadership style and the way I like to play with a lot of emotion.
Now, you did live in Mission Viejo where you played football for Mission Viejo High School. So what brings you back to Orange County this summer?
Basically just wanted to see family, and this is where I work out in the off season. I'm here with my high school coach, actually, Bob Johnson. His two sons played quarterback growing up at El Toro. Rob ended up playing in the league for a long time in the NFL for a number of teams. So these are my roots, and I love coming home, being able to see my family and work out with Coach Johnson, and then another trainer of mine from the cutting edge named Todd Norman.
Okay, so you get to work out with new teammates as well as old coaches. Are there any workouts or techniques from high school or college that you do still implement in your game today?
Oh, absolutely. A lot of the footwork drills, a lot of the conditioning drills, accuracy drills. But it's mostly footwork and stuff. And the best part about working with Coach Johnson, as close as we are as family friends, and we'll be lifelong friends, but he's never too friendly with me to stop coaching. And sometimes he'll just give me a look or some sort of gesture. He doesn't really have to say a word, but I know exactly what he's talking about, whether it's I'm dropping my elbow when I throw, or I'm not stepping directly at my target, or I'm a little too close, throwing to my left. We know each other so well, and that's great that we have that kind of nonverbal communication.
And does that help you coming back into town and kind of get you ready for the next season?
Absolutely. It just helps me recharge my batteries, gives me a chance to relax, and reminds me what I'm playing for each time I go out on the field and the people that have helped me get to where I'm at today. And I feel so disconnected when I'm gone. So it's great to get back in little things, just like good Mexican food, like out here in SoCal, there's some great places, and then little things like In-N-Out Burger and being able to hang with my mom and stuff. It's wonderful to get back to the beach. Is great.
Well, it's great to see that you have such a close relationship with your family. How would you say that they contributed to your success on the field?
On the field, I guess they've always just been so supportive, and they never treated me any different. If this was a Pop Warner game on a Sunday, they would be there. If it's an NFL game, they'll be there. So I think just them staying so even keel with their emotions and with their love and support for me, it's been a real joy to watch and watch them never change. But it's also, there's tough games. Not everything's as fun and as easy as Pop Warner anymore, or high school and stuff, or even college. It's so much more difficult. You lose games. You go into every season knowing you're probably going to lose a couple games, and it's just, as a competitor, it's hard when you walk off the field and you're getting booed off the field. It's really hard, but there's always your family there, and they'll always be there to give you a hug, win, lose, or draw, so that's nice.
Well, the HBO series Hard Knocks Jets Training Camp really allowed fans an up-close testament of the intensive preparation that your team and the coaches follow before your season. So being that Coach Rex is quite outspoken on the field, do you feel that takes off pressure on you come game day?
I think it takes a lot of pressure off us in the press conferences and when we have to talk to the media, because they don't need any sound bites from us, because Rex gives them all the good sound bites. But once we get on the field, I think if anything, it gives the defense or whoever we're playing, the opposition, a little more fuel to their fire because Rex had probably said something to make them upset during the week. So it helps in the media, but it definitely doesn't help on the field.
How would you say then your communications degree from USC helped you in your transition to become an NFL starting quarterback?
I think there's two real answers for that question. I think one of them is being able to communicate and understand the origins of communication, nonverbal and verbal, and with every action you're communicating some sort of message to somebody. So that's taught me a lot about my body language, about what I wear and how that communicates to people, my sentiment on the game or anything like that. Just hanging your head after a play or after a bad throw, it communicates that you're upset or frustrated and stuff, and you never want to show that to your opposition. But the other part of it is coming from that media market in Los Angeles and having to handle a press conference at USC is the closest thing you'll ever get to handling something in New York. So it was a perfect stepping stone for me, and I had a chance to work with Tim Tessalone and a couple other people at USC that really helped my development and made me comfortable in front of a lot of cameras and microphones. And so it made the transition to New York a lot easier.
Now, aside from all the media, so walk us through the last couple of hours before kickoff. How do you mentally prepare yourself?
Well, there's an extreme amount of focus that goes into it. I like to, the day of the game, just take a quick nap. Unless it's a noon game, I like to sleep in a little. But make sure I have ample sleep that night before and kind of clear your mind. And then as the game gets closer, a couple hours before, I'll sit in a different room with Mark Brunell and Kevin O'Connell, two of our other quarterbacks, and I'll just tell them to start saying plays from the wristband or from the play call sheet. And, I want to be able to finish the play as soon as they start saying it, or they'll say a concept, and I'll say the formation or vice versa, and it just kind of gets me that last bit of preparation so I hear it from the offensive coordinator in my headset, and I just know from practicing it all week exactly what's coming, and depending on what hash we're on or what side of the field, what point of the game, how much time's left on the clock, and how many timeouts, all that goes into effect on each play. So it just kind of focuses me, but being able to bounce ideas off of them and talk to them and go through our little quiz right before the game is nice.
So would you say then that having your father when you're younger quiz you with history while you're doing sports, do you think that definitely helped you memorize extensive plays?
Definitely. It was like shoot 10 free throws and then do your spelling words and then go back and shoot 10 more and then practice dribbling. He got these glasses so I couldn't look down at the ball when I was dribbling to develop my hand-eye coordination.
Oh, wow.
And he would make me, first he did it before he got the glasses, he would hold up his fingers over his head so I couldn't look down or I wouldn't be able to see his fingers, and I had to keep calling out numbers while I'm dribbling. And then he got those glasses and he would do multiplication tables that I had to do during the week, and I'd be dribbling back and forth, or we'd go out and throw different routes and stuff over the goalpost to work on my touch throws and throwing fades and deep balls and stuff, and then in between he would have me sit down and do my spelling words and stuff. So it was always school at some point during practice, which was good, and it made me keep working hard in school and understand that I needed to do well.
Oh, great. How do you think the interesting business side of football being in regards to the lockout, do you think that affects teams as a whole, or do you really think it affects maybe the newer players that are coming in?
Well, I think the good teams, it doesn't benefit anyone. I think the teams that can still do well are the teams that were good last year, and that's because they have a quarterback that can get guys together like a Jets West camp. Other teams are doing it, but they have to have an established quarterback like Eli Manning, like Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. Those guys have everybody's number. They have the resources to put on a camp like this. They know the playbook well enough, like myself, to teach these guys and go through an installation of 5 days, the first 5 days of camp or whatever it is, and you can install basically your whole offense to these guys. But if you're a rookie, you don't even know the playbook yet, you probably don't even have one, or you don't know who's going to be your starting quarterback, it just makes it difficult. So all you can do is go through basic stuff that you've been doing since high school, which is fine, and that's good, and that's what they should be doing. But once you can add the offensive element to it and go through the nuances and really work out a lot of the kinks that you get in the off season, work on your timing and precision in your passing game, and study up your protections and stuff, it does kind of benefit the teams that are better, and they can hopefully make a good run. And then the other side is free agency. The longer this thing goes, the better it is for teams with free agents if they want it back, because there won't be as much time to trade those guys. So hopefully we can keep as many guys as possible and make another run.
And bringing you back to education, why is it important for you to contribute to places such as the Los Angeles Inner City Games and the Hollenbeck Youth Center?
Well, that's just where a lot of these kids start. And, you know, a lot of them aren't as fortunate as I was, and I want to give them as much of what I learned as possible and help them with their maturation and their growth on and off the field, in the classroom, most importantly. So when they get a chance to make that decision after school, whether it's to go, you know, get involved in drugs or go get involved in gangs and violence and stuff, or to go play sports and use that as their outlet and have fun, or you know, go to a computer lab, you know, go to a Bible study or whatever they like to do, as long as it's positive, those are the kind of things that the Inner City Game supports. So it's you know, we have a very close relationship with them, and we love helping them, you know, get out those positive messages of education and family and community, and doing positive things really helps their development.
Definitely. Are there any foundations that you really feel strongly about that you still contribute to today?
I did something with Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. I've given back to Mission Viejo quite a bit. You know, a lot of charities and stuff from different guys on the team. When I go, I'll just pledge, you know, a little bit of money, or, you know, just donate jerseys, signed jerseys or footballs or whatever it is, and they auction them off. So anything I can do like that, I like to do it. But I don't have one charity that I've just really stuck to. I like to help a lot of different ones. And when I find one, then I might get into making a foundation or something like that. But at this point, I just like contributing to them all and trying to help as many people as possible. I've done some stuff with the World Police and Firemen Games, so that's been great. They honored me with the Sportsman Award, so that was very fun.
Oh, great. And when you have time for other activities, what do you like other than football?
Let's see. I love playing beach volleyball. I love playing the guitar. I love going to movies, seeing Broadway shows, just relaxing at the beach. I got certified scuba diving this summer, or just a couple weeks ago, really. Feels like summer. It's so nice out here in California. But what else? Just hanging with the guys on the team and getting a chance to relax. But I do a lot of stuff other than football, but I can't wait for football season to start, me with the Sportsman Award, so that was very fun.
Well, aside from your talent and hard work, what inspires you to continue this everyday grind of being a professional athlete?
I think winning a Super Bowl. I think that's all I want to do, and then as soon as we win one, I think I'm going to want to win another one. So I'm greedy that way. I just want to keep winning this thing and, you know, win our first one, and then hopefully it'll be easier after that, but I doubt it will be. So I don't know. That's just kind of what I think about from time to time. You know, if I ever get discouraged or upset or don't have my best day throwing, that, you know, all right, we got to come back tomorrow and have a better day, a better game, a better week of practice, whatever it is, and study up for the next day and get ready to go win this thing. So I think we have a great team and a good chance every year, so we'll make another run at it, hopefully win one.
Well, great. We're excited to see you. Once again, this is Esmeralda Olamendi reporting for KSBR. And Mark, good luck to you and the rest of the Jets this season.
Thank you guys so much for having me, and thanks for the great food and supporting Jets West. I appreciate it.
Thank you.